untold, stories we unfold, so much to be told. Tune in every night, voices clear and bright, secrets come to light. Ride this wave of light, Nugget Junction.
Same shit, different day. I kinda need an alternative to the way I live on my way up.
Light from within, I am the dream reimagined. I am the sound before the storm. I am the vision before the blink.
I said drop.
Hello everyone, my name is Cranston. Welcome to a very special location. We are filming out here in Malawi at a place, Cape Maclear. I know, you just like me did not know this place, never heard of it, and it is a place where you would have to experience it for you to know what it's about. However, we are here at the UMP Music Festival. It's meant to be an international gathering of musical, fashion and visual artists who come together and display their talent from all parts of the African continent. The people who are sitting next to me on today's episode, at least the first two, are going to introduce themselves. They are a Zambian music act, a band, who are out here in Cape Maclear, and the lady to my right, your left, is the lead singer. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
What is your name?
My name is Jolwe Simbolo.
Could you say that with a Tonga accent? Jolwe
Simbolo.
Simbolo. You know Simbolo Yambanzi?
Can you see?
Jolwe Ngu, like good luck.
Lucky, yes.
Simbolo sounds like a firewood picker.
No, actually, last time I think Mom told me it's something to do with metal.
Right?
But I'm not
or
really
like,
sure.
like an artisan.
I guess so, but I didn't get the explanation right.
So you didn't believe?
No, I just didn't take
Relate.
it too serious. I'm like, well, as long as I know what my first name means, I'm good.
All right. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to be here.
How are you, my good sir?
Fine, thank you.
I heard off mic they kept on calling you Mr. Manager or managers or something. Is that what you do?
Yeah, basically, but I'm the band guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
The manager is just one of those things, just handling the administration of the band here and there.
Did they vote or you imposed yourself?
I think they like me in this position.
Oh, really? They value you as such?
Yeah.
That's good.
I do well in that position.
Well, if I was to do a litmus test, did you make it to Malawi? You did. So someone knows what they're doing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So if you are the one bearing the title of manager, I think you deserve a promotion.
Thank you so much.
Perhaps our audience at the end in the comment section, if you feel the man is doing very well, do a thumbs up, and then we'll do a small voting poll after about 3 months. If there are a lot more positives than negatives, then we are going to give you a package, a special gift from Nugget Junction.
Oh, nice.
It could be financial, material, or are you married?
No,
We can find him a wife.
even better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's more
From
lifelong.
Australia, right?
Well, the Australian women, shout out to Australian women, no shade, but they're from another planet,
Oh,
and African culture would be very, very difficult for them to capture, to understand.
I see.
Yeah,
I get
they're very, very independent, and they love their men. But if you make too many wrong moves,
stuff.
yeah, then you are relegated to a past experience, not the present continuous.
Yeah, I get you.
All right, Jolwe, you're the lead singer.
Yes, I am.
we spoke a bit yesterday off mic about how you got into singing. I was very curious because it sounds like you like it,
I love
but
it.
you could try something else. Tell us the story. So how did you get into music?
So one day my brother just called me up and told me, oh, there's a gig where you can do backing vocals. There was a competition.
Specifically backing vocals.
Specifically, yes. So I went for that one. It went on well. Got called for the next, and well, started growing big. Then at some point, there's a band called Afro Red back in Zambia. Called for auditions.
Afro Red.
Yes, they called for auditions, and to my surprise, actually, I made it there, and it was more of backing vocals too, but they were trying to transition me to lead.
Were you that good?
Honestly, no.
Why did they
Or
want to
maybe
make
I
you
just wasn't confident enough at that time because I was coming from doing backing vocals. For backing vocals, that is like my stronghold. I know my
It's like
my
a comfort
work.
zone because you're
Yes.
at the back.
Yeah. Well, yes. So they got me to a point where I started doing lead singing a few times, but I was still a bit shaky. I was with them, I think, for, is it a year or two? I don't quite remember. Then I stopped. Probably because I was not learning as fast as I should have been because they were already a happening band. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not cut out for
They
this.
excused you.
Yes. So I stayed for some time without doing anything, then went back into the backing vocals, and slowly started getting shows of my own where I was the lead. And came across one of the members for Remnants who told me, oh, the Remnants are looking for a vocalist. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. Let me give it a try. Met the manager here / guitarist, and then, yes, the rest is history. We're here now.
So what is the name of the group?
Remnants.
The Remnants. What are you remnants of? Like what? Something.
The idea around the name was so many Zambian bands were fading away from being both a band that's able to do session stuff, travel, release their own music, like just that, the ambition to actually like just go be explorative like that. So we have got bands like the Mayenge who traveled, like they went
Branch
everywhere.
Chilala,
The
and
Branch
then
Chillas, they traveled. So
Pichen Kazembes, if you want to go really back.
yeah, those guys. So we're like, let's be the remnants of these guys. We maybe carry over this vision to the modern, digital age. Yeah, that was basically the idea around the name.
That makes sense. The only issue I have with the word remnant is that you always be that. You know, you never be new. You always be like anyway. But that's your choice.
Yeah.
So what were the vibes I'm getting here are that you are modernizing what was the original set of music. Is that it?
Not really. Just the ambition and agenda of what the guys wanted to really achieve. Like we're looking at the Amenges never made it to the Grammys, with all respect. You know what I mean? We are saying, okay, that when they were at the Crossroad Bones, they traveled, they went everywhere, but they could reach only so far. So as the remaining of that vision that was there, we want to take it to that far. Not basically modernizing anything. We are in the modern world where we are doing so many things that are competing right now, but that's the vision and the agenda.
So what is the genre of the music that you're in?
Currently, we are quite diverse in what we do. We are able to do different genres, pop, R&B, rock.
Like covers?
Yeah, like covers, but we have original music.
Do you have an EP or like an album of your original music?
Yes, we have an album. The album is called Escapades Volume 1.
Is it on Spotify?
Yes, it is on Spotify.
Spotify, let's like it and follow it. While I am doing this, please do go on your Spotify and let's check these people out. Remnants, you said?
Yes, R3.
Alright, let's use this phone. I believe I got Spotify somewhere in here. How long have you guys been doing this for? So you joined the band.
Yes,
so the band has
quite
been
recently.
So the three of you are already in it? In the Remnant band?
The two of us were already in it.
So the guitar and the drums?
Yes.
Sorry, you can't see the gentleman, the drummist. He does look like a drummist by any measure. I mean, from a distance you can tell he probably from the way he walks.
Yeah.
So initially you had the two of you, and then
Initially we were the four of us. Yeah, but after some of the guys got jobs outside the country, I remember we had an opportunity to play the Taste of Africa Music Festival in Botswana, and from there some new opportunities for our brothers. We have one of our brothers. He was our bass player. He's now in Cape Town, and we had the saxophonist who is currently in Rwanda. He went for a teaching job. The bass player went for a music job.
See, the issue with you guys still remaining in Zambia is because you're the remnant. So, you know, God is just doing you justice.
Yeah.
So how long have you been working with the remnants?
I think it's been less than 6 months.
Less than 6 months? Do you guys approve of her, or is she a good lead singer? She is? Huh? They trust you.
Okay.
Now I'm curious to hear it.
Then go on. I think it's offline.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you will excuse us. We're in the middle of nowhere,
Oh,
so
yeah.
the internet might be an issue. Well, we try to keep these episodes very short.
Sure.
Thank you so much for sitting with us. In closing, tell us a little bit about the UMP festival. How did you guys get involved? How did you hear about it? Were you invited? How did you get here? Did you fly? Did you drive? Were you, picked up and dropped off?
No, we have starting to answer from how we got to hear of the UMP.
UMP, yeah.
Yeah, TikTok. She did an amazing mashup of the Zankalewa song Waka Waka. There's a way she does it. She did the combo of the original by the Cameroonian guys. Yeah. So she starts with that and then joins the Shakira version. So that actually trended on TikTok for a bit, and we just we found ourselves in line with what the UMP guys were, and they shared our stuff, and we began to talk from there. Yeah. So we came came by road. Yeah.
All right, nice. We came by road as well, and I must say, as part of the journey, there is after Lilongwe, and then between Lilongwe and Mangochi, we'll show the visuals, and then you get down to here to Cape Maclear. There's this winding, hilly little.
Yes, they are Makwelele.
That's by far my favorite part of the whole trip. Yeah, you only see those kind of roads in like James Bond movies and the palacios, and then that's here like for an hour or more of just wonderful views and stuff. I think that's
Beautiful
a blessing
scenery.
to be here. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. We look forward to hearing your performance.
Thank you for having us.
You guys are
on.
plugging me in, hopefully on Spotify. I will check it out so I can listen to you guys. On the side, I also arrange. I'm part of a group of people who arrange for pretty big events in Australia. We bring in all the African artists, big ones, Right now, on a side note, in Zambia, in Australia, we have the Zambian community who are having the same 60th independence. I'm one of the major organizers in that. We brought Kalushawala landed 2 days ago. We have Dreams as well, who's going to play on the night, and Chela Katwishi, because of back in the day, that DJ he used to represent.
It was a big thing, eh?
He was
Chela
super
Katwishi.
big. Yeah, he was really big.
I remember growing up, my grandma would talk about Chela Katwishi.
He set the trend for radio.
Oh.
Zambian radio.
Okay.
He's a legend. He's a living legend. So part of the reason we're here as well, FYI, is we're in the team for Chisenga, who's another musical legend.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like a hangout with legends. So if you guys want to be serious, we can make you guys legends.
We'll be grateful. I think we cannot take 10 down and offer to be legends.
For sure. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We're going to go out and about and visit some more people. It's ironic how the first one is with Zambians, but hey, it's called nepotism. Get over it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.
It's Friday.
Nugget Junctioners, guess who we have sitting on set this time around? That's rhetorical. Of course you can't guess who he is, but I will start by saying it's a coincidence that back home in Australia, my favorite suburb is called Atwell. Shout out to everyone living out in Atwell. This gentleman's name is Atwell, would you imagine? So off mic we spoke last night briefly, and brother Atwell here, I call you brother for a reason, and I had a conversation about a lot of things. And by all means, far be it from me to deny the Nugget Junction audience the presence of Atwell. So we're here at the UMP Festival at Cape Maclear in Malawi. Atwell is going to tell us what he's doing here, the nature of what he does, and I will preempt the conversation by saying I think it's a cool thing you have the L's.
Yeah.
So please, we will get into why I think the L's is super cool. But let's start. Atwell, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a small boy from a small country called Namibia in the desert. I'm here with my brother. His name is Emmanuel, and I'm Atwell.
Emmanuel is over there. If the camera can catch him. Emmanuel, is he a young or elder brother? He sent you to get a t-shirt. You disrespected him in public.
That was very rude of me, but I can't tell you the reason why.
No one ever has a reason to be rude.
Anyway, so
That was sibling out there.
yeah. So his name is Emmanuel, and I'm Atwell. So at the end of our names is where this name comes
Oh
from.
right.
Yeah.
The L.
Yeah. So because we have the ELL at the end of our name. So yeah, we're here to perform. We came all the way from Namibia. We drove. We spent a week in Lusaka in Zambia, playing a bit and introducing ourselves to the Zambian market, and then we are here now, and we're pretty excited.
What is it that you do? You play some music instruments?
Yes, I play djembe, and I'm a vocalist. He plays guitar, acoustic guitar, and he's a vocalist as well.
So you guys sing while
We
you
do
play
sing,
your,
yes,
your instruments.
100%.
How long have you been doing it?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
And you're still not married?
Oh no, I'm married.
He's a very married man.
I'm married and I have a beautiful 2-year-old daughter. She's
Oh yeah,
amazing.
you showed me your daughter's photo
Yeah.
last night. That's when all things were forgiven. Because you've got such a cute daughter. I remember now.
Everything that I do is for her. So I'm a risk taker. Hence, I had a conversation with you because I like to take risks.
For sure.
And yeah.
Sometimes the risks pay off, and now you're sitting on the
100%.
on the podcast.
100%.
So tell us about your journey, though, your musical journey. So you're with your brother. You guys maybe took like music lessons in secondary school or something. Like, how did you fall in love with that music so that you get to play instruments?
Yeah, so we are both self-taught, but I ended up doing a diploma in African arts. So I learned how to play marimbas and
the traditional ones.
marimbas, mbiras, and I mean just knowing the music theory side of music. But we are both self-taught. You picked up a guitar and started playing. I fell in love with the drum. I feel like it liberates. African drums are very. Yeah, it's like you are one with the drum, and it's I feel every time I play I feel liberated. That's how.
Do you play drums?
Djembe, African.
So the djembe is the drum.
Yes.
So describe the drum. What is this? Is it the traditional one, the big bass that then goes into like a bit of a funnel thingy?
Yes. It's from originally from Mali. I watched Mama Decatur first time, and I was like, wow. From then I bought my own and I started playing, and it's a very good communication mode of communication drum, and it's very liberating to play.
I find the drum to African is like the pace of your heartbeat, like the tempo of your heartbeat.
Yeah.
The more the drum goes up, the more you feel that vibe, you know.
Yeah.
So technically, the drummer is the one that sort of controls
the driver.
of the whole experience.
100%.
Would you say that's what you do?
I think so, because there's so many times he starts playing a song and people are chilling, and then I go "Baraka time." Everyone's like, "Oh, okay, something is happening
Wait,
here."
what?
You know. So yeah, I believe that's and without intention, I believe that's what I do. I drive the band, and together we.
Yeah. Singer. Too much background noise. If they could tone it down, because the mic is actually right here.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to tell these guys.
Yeah.
Did you see me sign?
Yeah, you did. Oh, I did. Okay, so we are in Namibia. We're in Windhoek.
We're in Windhoek.
How did you come to the UMP? How did that happen? You came across them online. Tell us your journey.
Yeah, so every year we always try to apply for festivals just to get out. We gig a lot in Namibia. We are mostly like very busy and we don't get time like to rest. Like I feel like this is
Every weekend?
On a busy week, 4 gigs a week.
Damn.
All year through. If I show you my calendar, it's insane. So sometimes we need to go out and then just like
Unavailable.
100% be unavailable for a bit. We have written 2 songs already. We have recorded. We have our own studio. We move with our own stuff, and we on our way here. He started playing a tune. We've written 2 songs already, and I think we wouldn't have been doing that if we were just constantly gigging.
Yeah,
and
you get working.
Yeah, because if after the gig I have to go home and be a husband, be a dad, and so there isn't really that time to be creative. You know, like the time that we are having here. So yeah, I saw. I applied for a couple of festivals, and then UNP guys, they came through, and well, they liked what they saw, and we are here now to play. Yeah.
Well, I must say, we try to keep these ones short. I think having experienced your art and then meeting you, in the beginning I had reservations, and sometimes, so we've traveled for so long, right? So sometimes we forget the human side of everyone we meet. We meet
100%.
so many human beings.
Yeah.
So having like we talked last night, seen a bit of the stuff that you do, I think I appreciate your art very much. So the L's are a group that I would actually spend some time consuming their product. I think it's worth noting.
Thank you.
Shout out to Namibia. You've represented with these 2 brothers. I think you're very well represented. You're fine. You're in good hands. Wouldn't you say?
Thank you. Yes, 100%.
Apart from the colorful hat, I'm not understanding.
This hat is older than me.
That's why you.
Yeah,
you
it's very
retire the
special.
hat.
It's very, very special.
So where can the audience find you? Like
We are online. We are everywhere. We are very.
So the Spotify,
we are,
the YouTube.
our music is on Spotify. We are busy shooting music videos now. We had a few videos, but they were not really good quality, so we took them down. So we don't really have anything on our YouTube. We're just trying to rebrand and yeah. So we have our music is on Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, wherever you play your music, you'll find it, except for YouTube, sadly.
And what are we searching for? The L's?
The L's, THE space ELLS, like so.
Yeah, with the hyphen at the top?
Yes, with a hyphen, yes. But even if you don't put it, you'll find it. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and we have a website. Our website is called www.theelsgang.com.
Now you know that they're in a gang. A good gang.
We call our fans the gang because I feel like they support us. The support is amazing, and
True.
we try to have them as a family, as a unit, and we thought the gang was quite a cool name.
Well, thanks for taking a moment, Ato, to sit down with us.
Thank you for having me.
On our little pop-up. Thanks for being candid enough to tell us exactly. I wish we had recorded last night. This dude butchered me the whole time, but in a good way. He wanted to express himself, and the expression is duly noted.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to collaborating a little bit more. We will
100%.
consume. We have the audience and myself consume a bit more of your music, and perhaps we could get you down and play some drums in Australia.
Of course.
You never know.
I would love to do that. Would love to do that.
Yeah, well, you would love to do. He would love to know.
He's basically my handbag. Everywhere I go, he would want to go. Yes.
So.
Turn to an addiction. Can I get a reaction from you? Baby, it only takes one. My prescription for you. Turn it to addiction. Can I get a reaction from you?
Kamananga mwini gangadi mayo mayo amuna chirombo ya kujesa ngantuluke. Kamananga mwini gangadi mayo mayo amuna chirombo kujesa ngantuluke.
Nugget Junctioners, Cranston is back here. We are at the UMP Festival out in Cape Maclear in Malawi. We've been here for a few days. If you've seen previous episodes, we've spoken to artists, we've spoken to event owners, we've spoken to organizers, and we've also spoken to the local people. We did a bit of a fishing thing as we were indulging in the local culture. But the conversation we're having now is going to be slightly different. I am so excited for you to be able to meet this gentleman who's sitting next to me. He will self-introduce, and I'm very curious about what's going to come out of this conversation. But without further ado, Mr. Taps,
yes,
thanks for joining us. How are you?
An absolute pleasure. As you can hear, my voice is gone from the festivities of the day. My name is Taps Bandawe. I am a Malawian citizen, but I've lived all over the world. My history in the music and entertainment business is I've been in the business for about 40 odd years. I was the first artist, urban African artist or urban rapper to be signed to a major label in South Africa. That was in early 90s. The first one to have a #1 album and a #1 single as an artist. I then moved on to the production side of things, and then moved to the UK, where I set up a production company called TNT Explosive with a partner of mine called Terry McLeod, my business partner. There we were responsible for having various #1 acts that we put together and produced.
Wait. Those are too many #1s. Let's slow that down a little bit. Let's slow it down. I've never been overwhelmed by the #1 before, because 1 is meant to be less, but somehow, okay, I've taken a deep breath.
Okay. Yeah.
Please.
No,
keep going with the #1s.
#1s, an act called Blazing Squad that we put together. We had 2 #1s, 5 top 10 songs, 2 gold albums. I then decided in around about 2007 to come back to Africa, and then just initially it was for holiday, to come and see my parents, who were of course getting older, and spend time with them. Came back to Malawi and really just found magic. That's the only word I can describe. So I've been in Malawi. I traveled back and forth in different areas ever since. But in Malawi, I believe I'm obligated as an experienced person in this area to give back. So we set up a record company called Gold Mountain Music. Gold Mountain Music also has a deal with Universal Music, which is the biggest record label in the world. The main factor is that currently the African vibe or the African music genre, whether it's Afrobeats, Amapiano, or just, deep ethnic African, is in vogue, so to speak, throughout the world. So my job as Gold Mountain Music CEO is to work with people throughout the world and basically deliver them African music. Yes.
So, okay, now I'm over the #1s because there were too many. I apologize. There were too many #1s because I thought I was #1 in a bunch. But yeah, let's not even talk about me right now.
Yeah.
So, let everything you've just said. Let's compress it down, and then bring it to you as Taps.
Yes.
Because you're the one who goes to sleep with yourself at the end of a very long day.
Yes.
You're the one who wakes up at 3 in the morning trying to. There's something that drives you. There's something that wakes you up in the morning.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Other than the #1s, which I'm too overwhelmed about.
No, the #1s are part of the, should I say, the result of what drives me.
So the question then, it begs the question.
Yes.
What drives you?
What drives me is from ever since I fell in love with music, art, and entertainment. It's just to be the best at what I do, and to make a viable contribution. So what do? I really look into knowing as much as possible in the area that I'm in. So really, I'm just driven by way of connecting with people first, working with people, and really changing mindsets, paradigms, and really just because that helps me, operate at a higher level of myself, so that I can influence others. I don't know if that's precise enough.
It makes perfect sense. I can say the exact same words slightly differently.
Yes.
So I've been in the diaspora for about 15 years plus minus, on and off. And there's nothing that is more addictive than changing someone's life.
Yes.
And by that I mean not just, oh yeah, you've been invited to this place, come and then show your talent. No, but real change, long-term, sustainable change.
Yes.
And I believe that's that Limitless. Do you see the movie Limitless? Yeah,
Definitely.
That little pill, the drug.
Definitely, with Robert De Niro. And,
Yeah.
And,
It's in my head.
Yes.
Those pills are the lives changed. How many mindsets have you changed completely?
Yes.
Not just changed briefly because of motivation,
Yes.
but where it is a complete turnaround. Do you believe in the time that you've been doing what you're doing,
Yes.
you have sufficient turnarounds to keep you going?
Yes, I do believe I've done that. When I first came over, the whole music scene in Malawi was, like I said, I just saw magic, but it was very, it didn't have any systems, and it was very local. It wasn't exported. So, like I said, we set up the first Malawian sound that works internationally. One of the first artists I worked with was an artist called Tay Grin, who's actually in London right now doing the Malawi, Zambia.
I know Tay Grin. Shout out to Tay Grin.
Yeah.
I've seen you online somewhere. Now I know how that's happening.
Yeah. So we started working together in 2008, and really, what it's done, it's made Malawian culture cool in the terms of music, because what we did is we normally thought of it ourselves as our music as primitive. The more we connected with the West and so on, so we put ourselves in a good space. But not only that, what I've done, I've got a media firm called Gold Mountain Media. There, what we do is I've worked with a lot of talented, but perhaps directionless videographers, producers,
Content
creators, because we, run campaigns for various corporates. So in there, I'm happy to say that I would say 10 of the guys I've worked with over the last 10, 15 years now run their own companies in different areas, and they employ people. So that's to me, that's my biggest achievement.
So a couple of months ago, much earlier this year, I was invited to a conference in Dubai.
Yeah.
Again, the education thing, we spoke off mic about
yes,
that.
You did, yeah.
2.0 conferences. Hello guys. They run 5 conferences running at the same time in health, education, marketing, leadership, and technology, internet.
Yeah.
Like Internet of Things. So I was invited to do the education thing.
Okay. Yeah.
But then my conference pass would give me access to all the other ones. It's a 3-day conference.
Okay. All right.
So day 1, I'm all educational, I'm looking flash, I'm going to be very boring, I'm just going to sit there the whole day and talk curriculum stuff. Later that afternoon, I discovered this tiny little group of people who were so happy, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They were vibey, they were just, they were in suits and everything, but they were so animated.
Yes.
So I asked a friend of mine as we were coming back after lunch, and they're like, "What's happening in there?" Like, "Oh, that's the marketing conference." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
The whole of day 2, I did marketing conference.
Wow.
I am a marketer by.
Yeah, marketer.
Yeah, senior marketer though. Like we do
brilliant.
Development now, so
brilliant.
the whole market that you sell on, we develop the market so you can then sell. Yeah, very top. Yeah, next level marketing.
Really? Give me a gem now.
I give you a gem.
Give me a gem.
There are 2 types of people that have made $1 million. One, and they both sell bread.
Okay.
One makes 1 loaf of bread for $1 million.
Yes.
Another makes 1 million loaves of bread for $1.
Yes.
Who's made more money?
one sells a loaf of bread for $1 million. One, definitely the second, in my opinion, the one who sells 1 million loaves for $1.
Once you get the foot traffic in, you don't need to look for a fresh market.
Yes.
It's way expensive to get a new customer.
Yes.
When you get one customer in,
Yes.
you would rather continually develop.
So you're saying the first one is the one who's made more money?
No, the second one. We agree on that.
Yes, okay.
Because if I get you in, if I get you in to come and buy one loaf of bread for $1,
Yes.
there's more than likely you will come back and get a second one,
Exactly.
and a third one,
Exactly
and a
right.
fourth one.
Exactly right. Then the guy was for the 1 million for $1. He's not coming back with for another million.
No.
I love that. That's a gem.
At the same time, it's all bread.
Yes.
It's all $1 million.
Yes.
But really, when it comes to customer acquisition,
Yes.
the cost of acquisition is way too much. Once you get one in, continue working with that one,
Yes.
rather than keep looking for fresh ones at an expensive price.
I love that, and I appreciate that, and I've taken it in.
Am I legit now?
You are legit. I know you're legit anyway. So, with that question, there could be an insinuation that I was doubting that you are legit. I read you were legit when you introduced. And in fact, you're more than legit. I would love to interview you.
Oh man, you should totally interview. I've been looking for someone who can, because there's so many dimensions that are coming together, and then the story is such an amazing one. But this podcast is not about me, it's about you. Thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with us. I am
an honor and a pleasure.
From the conversation we've had, I can see that you're totally driven, that's for sure. And I can also then see that there are probably results that you're taking. Obviously, that's why you keep going. But at the same time, I think the nature of the work is the more you succeed, the more you're actually failing. Because if you're succeeding, you're ticking the box.
Wow. You know what? You've summarized it in a nutshell. You've summarized it in a nutshell.
What would you say? What I've just said in your own words?
In my own words, I would say it's a zero-sum game. It's a zero-sum game, because what tends to happen is you reach a certain level, you reach a goal and a certain, objective, and then 10 other objectives open up, or 10 other, prospective things you could be doing open up. But I take it as a blessing, the fact that whatever it is, the universe has helped you reach that goal. It's like playing a computer game and reaching a certain goal, and then it's beautiful, and I love that, and I love looking back and saying, wow, this is where we've come from. And you make your mistakes, and and you build from there. But I wouldn't have it any other way than to reach a certain goal and just say, okay, I've made it. Let me sit down. But I would like you to expand on. You use the word, the more you succeed. Specifically, you said the more you're failing. Now, can you expand on that?
All right, so they're always, we live in a duality. There's always negative, positive, up, down, black, white, empty, full.
Yes.
So for one side, there's always another side. So the more you succeed, you're sort of pushing yourself into success.
Yes.
As you're going forward, you're creating a vacuum at the back because you're propelling forwards.
Yes.
As you propel forwards, that vacuum, the universe hates a vacuum.
Yes.
So it has to fill that vacuum with something.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you don't attend to the back, it will naturally be something negative. But if you propel yourself forward, cognizant of the fact that as you're moving, there's something at the back, this is where charity comes in. This is where apprenticeship comes in. What you're actually doing is you're covering the negative that you're creating with your success.
Oh, wow.
So if you have an apprentice, there could be stuff that you can't look back on.
Yes.
The apprentice will sort it out.
Yes.
And then not only that, this goes to organizational, like succession planning.
I love that. What I've found, sorry to cut you there, I would say, during my tenure, especially in Malawi, I've found that there's a lot of potential in terms of the apprentice side of things, and I've worked with many. what I've found is, and which is very frustrating, because quite a few, like I say, have gone on to do things, but a vast majority, where you pick them out, it's like maybe you're trying to recreate yourself, but they get to a certain level and they feel they become their own worst enemy. If that makes sense.
So basically,
yes.
They are given so much opportunity, then they suffer imposter syndrome. You, on the other hand, have been moving so forward, you can't afford to have imposters anymore.
Yeah.
Because the one thing you've been telling them is that you're not an imposter.
Yes,
this is how good you are. I can tell you that you're good.
Yes.
So believe in yourself so that you can handle this level. But you see, another issue, again, not this interview is not about me, but from experience, I have found that you can only go as high as your apprentices. You can only go as high as how many people can hold the scaffolding. If your scaffolding is flimsy, you go a bit of a D, you fall. So the stronger the scaffolding, they would say a foundation, the higher then you can build. So the scaffolds, the moving pieces of your scaffold really would be the apprentices. So the higher the value of the apprentices, the higher then you go, because they will scaffold you as you go.
No, I hear that, and it's one of those things. That's why I say it can be frustrating, because you build that scaffold, so to speak, and then a piece of that jigsaw,
shakes a little bit?
Shakes or implodes. Then you've got to connect with that. That's what I found in terms of working, say, with my media company specifically. But what I've also found is now with the deal with Universal Music, I found that you understand, because now you become a little bit of the apprentice, because these guys move like a machine, and that's really inspired me to say, wow, yes, of course, I'm leading my boat as Gold Mountain Music, but at the same time, I've got this massive conglomerate that's bought into my vision of what I told them I'd like to do, and they're not playing games. They're really about it, and so it inspires me and helps me be about my business. So I'm loving that space.
Let me ask this. We try to make these short, and so we have to kind of conclude soon. What's your exit strategy?
Death.
That's not an exit strategy. That's the exit.
That's the exit. My exit strategy is in terms of what, though? In terms of which area?
Okay, so when we're doing, like, I'll sound slightly academic.
Okay.
Risk mitigation.
Yes.
Everything that you do has a risk factor to it.
Yes.
No matter what.
Are we talking about the music side or the media side?
We're talking about you, Taps. Everything that you're doing, all the scaffolding, all the connections with Universal. There's the Gold Mountain this and Gold Mountain that. God knows what he wants about Gold Mountains, but hey. All of that, it's super great, wonderful to tell, and you can go on and on about that.
Yes.
But there's also the element of risk.
Yes.
What we can do is reduce the risk.
Okay.
Sometimes we reduce the risk by our exit strategy.
Yes.
So the exit strategy is actually a risk mitigation method.
All right.
So from a risk perspective, you have a brain aneurysm, God forbid, tomorrow.
Yes.
You don't want Gold Mountain to disappear along with you.
Correct.
So how are you looking at making that thing survive your death?
Basically, once again, it comes back to apprentices, right? It comes back to continuity, right? Having someone in there. And that's what I'm always preaching to my guys in terms of continuity. But in terms of, I believe I'm not with the deal, for example, with the Universal. It's perhaps too early for me to think about exit strategy, because I want to be in all these territories. That's why I'm loving the conversation I had with Chisenga, where we're talking about what we're going to do with the Australian. Working with the Australian government. Over here, I work very closely with the president and the president's, committee of arts, and I have a direct line. We've just done a major deal with, for example, the African Tourism Board that will help us, put our music in various areas at the same time promoting African tourism. So I haven't thought of what you call an exit strategy, and perhaps you'll counsel me on that, because I haven't really given it thought. I'm too much in it.
And that's the reason why that question is a very important one.
Yes.
I deal with a lot of business people who are they are caught up in the grind, in the progress
I'm one
of
of
it,
those. I'm
and
one
it's
of those.
moving, and it's moving, and it's the next thing, and it's
Yeah.
moving, and oh my God, now there's Universal, and it's moving. Then however, we are being propelled by our success so much that we're not able to sit down for a minute and say, wait a minute, surely the road goes this way, but what if I come to a crossroad, and then now that one straight road that has been so straight for me, I have to make a choice. Sometimes that choice is a very difficult one to make.
Yes, I've come to those crossroads. But when you say exit strategy, I'm thinking, you've reached a certain goal. For example, if it's a shoe company or whatever it is, my exit strategy is to sell to sell off and liquidate my shares and then do something else. That's how I'm thinking of an exit strategy. So I don't have that, but I would like to learn, and what you're telling me now is really giving me food for thought.
The reason why you're failing even to describe what an exit strategy is is because you haven't thought about it.
I haven't. I won't lie.
So as we close this podcast, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
I will leave you this.
Yeah.
Spend as much time as in a nano portion.
Yes.
Spend quite amount of time thinking about your exit strategy. Should everything go wrong, how do you exit? Now, by that I also mean if everything goes right.
Yes.
How then are you, because you can't be on the same, see, the thing with driving to a destination is you reach there.
Yes.
Right? Or you reach the end of the road, now what? So
Yes.
the exit strategy covers all of that. Okay, now I'm at my pinnacle, I got all my apprentices down in a line. Malawi is now what? The third largest music economy in Africa. Yeah, great, wonderful, we'll clap for you. But just for you, because it's really exhausting.
It really is.
At some point you want to take a break, or just like, you know what?
But I love it so much. I'll say it's exhausting, but it's my passion, right? It's my passion. It's my love. I've also got a family that I love spending time with. So you've just given me food for thought. So
Yeah, no, you can't even describe it.
Another road now to think about. But I love it because I would love to have that in my mind. Okay, because currently it's like a ship, right? It's sailing, unless it has that, those bearings. It's okay. This is where I'm going, and that's my destination, right? I believe in my particular journey, that's not there, because the destination is, it's unlimited. So I always set goals to say, okay, we'll get this, we'll get there, we'll get there.
Keep going.
But end game, what's your exit strategy?
Exit strategy is actually the next step after end game. So even when you get to your end game,
that's what I need to learn about.
now you're exiting now. Now I've reached my end game. Now you exit smoothly, transitionally, leadership, what they call, like the US would say, COGS, right? So continuity of government, all of that is in place. You don't need a disaster first. You anticipate that what would happen if there was a disaster. These ministers are here, these need walkie-talkies, you go in the bunkers. Like, that's an exit strategy already. So I think whilst we are building our dreams, building our businesses and our goals, and whilst we're attaining them,
Yes.
we should quietly and early in the game sort of weave in the exit strategy as we go, so that thing becomes easier to do when you get to the destination.
Thank you very much. I'll sit down with you off camera as well, because like you say, that we have a time limit, and perhaps have a further chat on that.
Sure.
But I love the thought, and I'm honored to be on this podcast, and honored to meet you guys, the whole team actually, and very inspired, more importantly, to meet you guys, and thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure, guys. We will be back again with another episode. If you haven't watched the previous ones, we have amazing conversations with artists, with locals, and with yours truly. So on this note, thanks again, Mr. Taps, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Please stay tuned, and we'll come back again with some more.
You know I'll bring the fire. The one that I desire. So take off them clothes, open up your legs, spread them wide open. Come on. On the sacred aim, keeping it the same.